Hello, my name is Andrei Kulikov, and in this video I'd like to show you one thing. It is a Sagemaker Autopilot system with receiving the answer through CSV request from Python notebook in Sagemaker. So first of all, there is a topic in Sagemaker Studio as experiments and trials. So what it does, it helps to detect the, the the most accurate model and hyperparameters for your data, um, and then deploy it. So I have already made an experiment. So what I have to do to start it? So create an autopilot experiment. Here the name, then optional project. So I have to put the data here. So I have my old CSV file, but in it there are not big amounts of data, and the result, of course, will be not guaranteed. So here is the S3 bucket and data set, and it will automatically, oh, many files new appeared today. ABCD. One second. So I have buckets and a file, and it will automatically choose the columns of it, or here can be made a special manifest file where these columns are described, and it understands only CSV format. There was a problem with it that was maybe solved, I hope. So here is the target, the event label 0 or 1, then some outputs buckets for putting the information about modeling. So, and here you can check the type of learning. So here I put binary classification. It is 0 or 1. Here you can put a regression if you want to predict some value, or multiplex classification. And then I can auto deploy it and create. So I will not start it because it took me for about 2 or 3 hours while it was choosing the best variant. So here it is. So it during machine learning, the Sagemaker made large amount of models and chose the best one. So about 10 of them, and chose the best one on the base of the parameters of precision, AUC, AU curve, and some other F1 and some other. It is it's business, not mine. So after it huh, after it finished, I see here the best model. What else can I see? I can see two things. First thing is my information about data. So it told me that I have a duplicate rows, and I really have it uh, half of all rows. It was an experiment. Should it check it or not? Should it check or not? So some other information like this. So as the one um, is one result is low, then the accuracy of this model will be also very low. So and I will get zeros anyway. So here is the data. So it took it correct, and some other things, some statistics. Mhm. Very good. Number of unique entries and words. Okay, so I shall check it. And also here is the second code. It is a definition notebook how the best model is chosen. So some code it uses different machine learning algorithms, and on the base of this code it choose the best model. So very interesting. XGBoost, Linear Learner, and MLP. When I was passing the machine learning exam, I didn't hear anything about this. What is MLP? I'll check it later. So and it chose it finally. So some hyperparameter tuning and deploying. Okay. So I'll start now. I'll deploy the model and check some other things. So the name. Sorry, exciting moment. The name of this model will be. It is important. Will be. Sorry, here it is. Will be this one. I'll choose also this VK Labs 1 and deploy uh, default row, nothing special, and deploy. So one first thing, this experiment, as far as I understand, does not understand JSON at all. So it gave me several mistakes when I requested JSON when I send payload in JSON and got yes, and didn't and received an error. So it understands only oh, sorry, understands only CSV as far as I understand. But here is a JSON tester. How can it be? Maybe I don't know something, of course. So now it is invoking. So in the console, I can see. So it's an old one. I'll delete it. I can see the endpoint configuration and some information about model. So what can be seen here? Something about MLP, or it was in other. So it accepts CSV. So it chose the ML application MLP, and while it is starting, maybe I can check some results of experiments. So there are a great amount of some logs. So F1 AUC, yes, it was choosing it performance. Okay, what else can I see here? Experiment name. Oh. So what? So what? Here I can make some graphs, check some graphs. Okay, I will, but it's important, yes. Metrics, charts, parameters. So, experiment name. Yes, experiment name, trial name. Opening trial details. Trial, oh, here it is. Some components. Binary last within 1 minute aggregation. But no data here. Why? On epochs, periods from start. No data, you see. Something strange, but objective. Here is 5. No data. Why? So I did not explore this in the right way. I'm doing it now. Okay. So okay. So here it is. Application JSON is unsupported. So I tried to test inference, but it failed because of this error. And how to make here an CSV request, I yet don't know. So I can put here some data. I could put here some data, but not. So then okay, I have a model. It is in endpoint service. After that, I started Jupyter notebook with some code. So here, the logic of it is the following: I have some new data, for example, from my customer. It has the following parameters as its name, his name, and some billing data. So the data from the data set. So I, of course, I should have a CSV file to um, work with it in the Python script, but I did so. So I have a payload. Here it is. So I have to import these things. These JSON not need, but CSV serializer I need. So get execution roles Sagemaker, and this one is important. This one is important. So I put here my endpoint name. Here it is, and okay. Uh, and then here I put this data. It is very important, and send this data to the endpoint, and it gives me 0. I hope that it is correct. 1 second, please. So if I hope it works. I'll check it later. You see it of course money, and I cannot learn the whole data set. I don't know how many hours it will take. So if but I can check it now. So if I delete the endpoint, I'll get here an error. So this means that my request puts the data into the endpoint. So I hope that is all for today. I'm. It is the last video, I suppose, before my data analytics exam, and also I finished the learning course on Udemy by Frank Kane, Stefan Marek. Great guys, thank you very much. Okay, that's all for today. If I get some more information about my experiment, I'll write it in the comments. Thank you, bye.